Gyronics.
Okay, so this problem is really challenging. Okay, so actually we need to calculate for two unknowns here. Okay, so a trough is formed by nailing together edge to edge two boards which is 11 feet in length so that the right section is a right triangle. If 15 gallons of water, so we are now given the volume, are poured into the trough. And if the trough is held level so that a right section of the water is an isosceles right triangle. So when we say isosceles right triangle, two sides are equal. So the question is how deep is the water? And another given to the problem is that 1 gallon is equivalent to 231 cubic inches. Okay, so to give you a visual representation of this problem, so we have a trough. So it is not full of water. So we are aiming for the height of the water. Okay, this trough is 11 feet in length, and this is the isosceles right triangle. So meaning this side and this side are equal. So this is the two boards that nails together. So this one, the front and the back. The concept here is actually a prism. So this is the length of the prism and the triangle is the base of the prism. So first we need to analyze this base, the right triangle. Okay, so this is the base of the prism given that this is 90 degrees. And this is what the problem asks, the height of the water. So let's label this as W. And let's remove the trough. Okay, this one. Let's focus on the area of the water. Okay, so given to the problem, this is an isosceles right triangle, which means if the length of this side is S, the other side is also S. And of course, the side opposite to the 90 degrees is your hypotenuse, normally indicated by letter C. Okay, so since this is a right triangle, then we can apply the Pythagorean theorem. So this is the formula. We have C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So we have C squared equals S squared, and another side is also S squared. Okay, so we have C squared equals 2S squared. So to calculate for C, we'll transfer this squared to the right side. This becomes square root. So C equals square root of 2S squared. And to further simplify this one, we have C equals S square root of 2. So we express the length of C in terms of S. So that's what we are going to do also for W. We will express later this W in terms of S. Okay, so this is now S square root of 2. And the next step is actually we will analyze the other half of this triangle. So if this is S square root of 2, from here to the midpoint, so this side is only half, which is, of course, 1/2 of S square root of 2. Okay, so let's cut this triangle into another smaller triangle. This time, the 90 degrees will be this angle. Okay, so this time, your S will be your hypotenuse and this side is either A or B. Okay, so let's apply the Pythagorean theorem. So we have C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So your C is your S now, S squared equals, let's say your A is W, so W squared plus 1/2 S square root of 2 squared. So we have S squared minus this one, 1/2 S square root of 2 squared. This is also equivalent to S squared over 2 equals W squared. Okay, so S squared minus S squared over 2, that will give us S squared over 2 only. Okay, So to continue, of course, the squared when transferred to the right side will become square root. And we have now W equals S over square root of 2. So this is the value of W in terms of S. Okay, so let's go back now to the original triangle. So these are the values we derived. We have first the height of the water, and this is also the height of the triangle, which is S over square root of 2, and the length of the base, which is S square root of 2. So for the formula of the area of the triangle, we have 1/2 of length of base times the length of height. So let's plug in these values. We have area equals 1/2. Base is square root of 2, and the height is S over square root of 2. Square root of 2 cancels out, and this will give us the area of base, which is S squared over 2 square units. So any units we'll be using later. Instead of A, we use B. Okay, so to standardize the values in the formula. So take note that is the area of the triangle. Okay, the area of base. Next step is to convert the unit of the given values, of course, to standardize the units for the formula later. So first, we have this given volume, which is 15 gallons, and stated the problem that 1 gallon is equivalent to 231 cubic inches. So let's use this ratio. 15 gallons, we need to multiply that ratio. So check the denominator, we have gallons. We have gallon, this one is also gallon. Of course, this cancels out. So 15 times 231, that will give us the volume in cubic inches is 3,465. So the next unit we will convert is this 11 feet into inches. So we have 1 foot is equivalent to 12 inches. So simply multiply this 11 feet to the rate. We have 12 inches per 1 foot. Of course, the denominator foot and this one is foot, so cancels out. So this will give us 11 feet is equivalent to 132 inches. Okay, so this now is 132 inches. So we can calculate now for the volume. We have the area of base and we have the height. So for the volume of the prism, refer to this sample prism again. So the volume for this prism is area of base times height. Okay, so let's use this equation to the problem. Okay, so let's plug in the values. We have volume equals 3,465, and the base is S squared over 2 times the height, which is 132. Okay, so we can cross multiply D2 to the volume, and of course after we multiply, we divide both sides by 132. And this will give us S squared equals 2 times 3,465 divided by 132. Okay, so let's continue. And squared, transfer to the right side. So we have S equals square root of 2 times 3,465 divided by 132. And this will give us the value of S, which is the square root of 210 over 2 inches. And we are going to use this value to calculate for the height of the water. So that's why we have this equation derived earlier. We have S over square root of 2. So now our S has the value, which is square root of 210 over 2. Okay, so let's just plug in this value to the height of the water, which is given by this equation. The height of water is S over square root of 2, and S is square root of 210 over 2, so divided by square root of 2, and this will give us the height of the water, which is 5.12 inches. Okay, so this is the final answer. Okay, so a lot of steps, but I hope I have explained the step-by-step process clearly, and see you on the next exercise.